This video is addressed to every free-thinking person in the world. It would be great if some social leader, media, government, or state, a decent one, would pay attention to what we say. But for 12 years of fight, we haven't been lucky enough to find one. I'm Raventós and represent Catalan independent resistance, who is peacefully trying to obtain the independence of the Catalan people. For the last 12 years, the Catalan people have been lined in an enormous psyop operation, in which it has been manipulated to avoid that it democratically regains freedom. We're talking about hundreds of people manipulating millions. This goes much farther away than Catalan independence because, A, to avoid independence, one social leader was murdered the day after she said that we needed to declare independence without doing a referendum. Second, I was hijacked during a hunger strike and tortured during 62 days for saying the things that years after have happened to the letter. And the 17A attacks in Ramblas and Cambrils 8 years ago in 2017, which killed 16 people, and which official version is such a blatant lie that cannot be taken seriously. Secondly, because these 12 years of peaceful fight, have led us to understand that the peoples of Scotland, of Basque Country, and probably the peoples of everywhere, not only that want independence, but people that want a change of regime, are permanently and systematically using the same procedures of being betrayed by their own leaders, so it never happens. I'm talking also about systems in South America or Asia, or isn't it suspicious how many times we feel like something good is going to happen, and then in the end, not only it doesn't happen, but it reinforces the powers that be. Because every time we fail, we lose hope and they gain strength. It's also important what has happened because it has proved that democracy all over the world is a farce. Catalonia won independence in democratic ways, several ways, but the leaders that should have applied it decided not to. So democracy is just another way to impose the decisions that the system wants to impose and make it look like we've chosen them. Another important thing that these 12 years of fight has proved that the international balance of power is a lie. Catalonia becoming independent would be a blow to the European Union and to NATO. So the so-called adversaries or enemies of these organizations have had a chance of hurting those organizations tremendously without putting €1, without putting $1 and whitewashing their own systems for the cause of truth. Nothing of this has happened. Another effect of why this is so important and why this video should reach anywhere and everywhere is because we've tried with WikiLeaks, Anonymous, Amnesty International, Médecins Sans Frontières, that should be on the part of the truth and on the part of freedom, and they all failed and they all have shown their true colors. Because we've tried everybody that we suppose that would be on the side of truth. And for 12 years, we haven't had any support in any of the places we're supposed to go. The same goes for media, the same goes for every state you have in mind. Probably, highly probably, the world leader you hate and the world leader you love, they're very happy with one another and they're friends and they're against you. Official versions, one other important thing that is at stake in Catalonia is that the attacks in 17A we have studied, we've established, we spoke with consulates in Barcelona, and we know it's a farce, and all the opposite versions from Madrid and Barcelona are different versions of a lie. And this gives us reason to believe that most of the other attacks that don't happen in our city can be as lie as the one in Barcelona is. So that's another reason. Another reason for making this video viral is that some of the leaders that have been identified as lying to millions of Catalans are the same persons that were on the first line during COVID pandemic in 19 And the persons that were forcing you to stay home and to vaccinate, and I don't want to go deeply into that because this video is to unite and not to divide people. How can the same people that manipulated and lied about human rights are the same people on the front line telling us that they want to save us? So it's important for that aspect as well. And this is also important because normally all we've discovered with either documentary, book, radio programs, 2 hunger strikes, we've done everything and anything, and we've tried to reach the so-called dissidents, which I won't name here. Well, none of them has considered this important enough to dedicate 5 minutes to it, which shows that they also are part of the farce. And they're only there to make us feel confident. Oh, we have WikiLeaks, or we have Amnesty, or we have dissidents, or we have this media, we have this one. I have to tell you, we have nothing. We have only ourselves. And that's why it's ourselves that need to do this. For 12 years, we've risked our lives, we've done all this material, and we've been silenced by all this we've said. So this is not about Catalan independence. This is about liberating one territory so we can start changing the world from Catalonia. The exposure of what could be called the Catalan syndrome, or the syndrome of Catalonia, will be a starting point to make the world a better place for the 99% of us. Please help spreading this video, because nobody else will do it for you. Nobody else will do it for us. I want to finish with 2 petitions and 2 commitments. The petitions is, 1, if you can collaborate dedicating time or putting some effort in making this video spread, please do so. And secondly, if you are a free-thinking person that has some means, we're at the last legs of us. We've dedicated 12 years to this, and we're fighting an enormous, huge organization with no scruples, but all the money and all the time in the world. So we need to construct media, we need to liberate people. We cannot keep doing this apart from our normal jobs to keep alive. So we need to liberate people, we need to create media, and we need to do that. These are the 2 petitions and the 2 commitments. We won't stop this fight, which is a fight for the independence of Catalonia, but also to make the world freer and to put citizens in the first place. So we commit to keep this fight for as long as we have strength to do it. And we commit to put the independence of Catalonia at the benefit of all the other fights and all the freedom fights and all the fight for truth anywhere in the world. Thanks.